Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafra people, how on a day? How on a day today? Ututuoma today. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless, 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 may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, USB, His Excellency ESN Ekpa, Sim0N Ekpa, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands Biafra has come. In your hands Biafra will be safe. And in your hands, now that Biafra has come, the people of Biafra will rejoice. When I say the people, I mean the men, the women, the children, the old, the young, the sick, the mild, the gentle, the civilized and the uncivilized. Those born in Biafra and those born in the bite of Biafra, we shall all come together under one voice, under one accord, under one union, under one government, and under one God, to sing for Hallelujah Day, the day that the God of Biafra has made. Above all, I say, may God bless her deputy, the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Oral-Botha, for the great job she's doing. Madam, kudos. Madam, stay strong. The time to lead is now. The hour has come. It is time for you to remain resolute, focused in the job ahead. Fellow Biafrans, we've heard the nonsense that came all the way from, I call it the child's play, that came all the way from Finland. A very tiny country like Finland with a population of about 6.5 million. And I believe in America alone, they have close to about 3 million people who are Finnish citizens living in America. But in their own country, they are 6.5. That shows you when it comes to Jackba, Finland is one of those countries that does the Jackba syndrome. Fellow Biafrans, we heard what is said. According to their law, they were claiming that Sim0N Ekpa was found guilty and to spend 6 years in jail, which will run concurrently. As you know, here in the Western world, I don't know about that zoo called Nigeria, but in the Western world, a day is 12 hours. I repeat, a day, one day is 12 hours. So when they say you are jailed for 6 years, it means it's 3 years. And whatever you've done serving beforehand is also counted concurrently. So for the fact our leader has been held illegally in Finland, incommunicado, for 9 months going to 10 months, it means all things being equal, they intend to hold Sim0N Ekpa for a year or for 2 years and 2 months. That will make it the 3 years, because 6 years literally means 3 years. Fellow Biafrans, I want you to remain strong. You see, when I call these things out sometimes, you guys don't know why I speak with experience. What Sim0N Ekpa is going through, I went through it as well. I went through it as well. At my place of work, a guy who were colleagues, a white guy, we're friends. We go to the restaurant every time to eat, but his wife was a senior manager. And she was able to somehow help this guy, you know, when a job comes up, she puts in the job within the department for that guy. He gets the interview. Even those that will interview him, they know those who interview him. He calls them on the phone and chat few days before the interview, and before you know it, the interview is just a mere formality. Lord have mercy. When this guy became my manager, unfortunately for me, I said it here where I had a free car park within the office. Now this guy was celebrating. Yes, I am a manager now. He was celebrating. So he bought himself a car, a Mercedes SUV. So while he parked his car within the office, he was nice to me. He was happy. I was happy for him. Suddenly I had a free car park. I brought in my own Mercedes car, SUV. But unfortunately, mine was the latest version. Suddenly, envy turns to jealousy. Jealousy turned to hatred. Overnight, that I had a free car park and I started parking my car within the office. And for the fact that he, being my manager, just to celebrate, he went to buy a Mercedes Benz to celebrate the new job he's got. He liked me, we were happy for him. But when me now got a free car park, within 2-3 weeks, I now brought in my car that I drive, my normal car I drive, which is the latest of what he bought. And suddenly he got angry with me. He said it's not possible because he knows how much he is spending on that car. And he must have done his research to find out that me, I paid cash for my own car. He probably did a finance, so he was, the anger was there. He knows how much goes out of a bank account every month. So because of that, he got angry with me. He was jealous of me. And he tried to get me sacked. But we serve a living God. And me, being somebody with high sense and foresight, the God of Biafra was able to lay that man in my hands. I got him in Siki-1. He was crying. He was apologetic. I took him to the union. I was planning to go to the tribunal court. I didn't want no intermediaries or mediation. I said no because his intention was clear. No need for mediation. I'm going all the way to the tribunal. I just got in the union for formality's sake, but I will not mediate with this man. I am going all the way to the tribunal. He cried like a baby. He bribed me. He begged me and all those things. And at the end, the whole department came and said, please, you need to pull this thing down. Whatever you want to be given to you, a new manager, and nobody will use it to witch hunt you. Please, this man cannot sleep. He has gone back to smoking and drinking. Please, young man, let this man be. His wife just got a miscarriage. Let this man be. He's going through trauma and stress because of the case you brought on his head. Can you see the different scenario? But when he was trying to get me sacked, he was pumping his shoulders. But when me can't turn around, can't catch him for Siki and say the case you brought against me was not my case. Therefore, you have bullied and harassed me at the workplace. He turned around, he was panicking like a baby. I say all that to say this. Our Prime Minister at the moment, Alexander Stubb, was made President of Finland. I was worried. Because even though Sim0N Ekpa was so happy for his bosom friend Alex Stubb being the President of Finland, we even saw him when he was doing his broadcast. He was showing it live on TV. Live on air, the inauguration of Alex Stubb, a very close friend of Sim0N Ekpa. I knew that deep inside, what I'm saying is a deja vu. Deja vu, because Alex Stubb, being the president of just 6.5 million Finnish citizens, suddenly Sim0N Ekpa became the Prime Minister of Biafra, of over 80 million Biafrans. I knew that envy will kick in, jealousy and hatred will step in. And what you see our Prime Minister going through today in Finland, I want to assure you all that it is the handiwork of Alex Stubb. So those idiots that were saying, oh, don't talk about Alex Stubb, Do not discuss him. People like Biafra Unite, ADADIOLAMMA, they were calling us terrorists, calling Dr. Ngozi Arabuzi a terrorist, putting those words, those buzzwords out there. Today, it is clear they were working with Finland. Their intention was to stop Sim0N Ekpa and stop Biafra because they said Sim0N Ekpa is killing Ala Igbo, Ndi Igbo. The youths in Igbo land are being killed by Sim0N Ekpa, according to those ones that claimed they were part of the movement. So, fellow Biafrans, I want us to stay strong today. I want to remind you that even the great Nelson Mandela, a man we love today, a man the whole world, they adore him, they worship him to today. That man was declared as a terrorist in Britain. I want you to know that even Mandela, he was a marked man. They called him a terrorist as well. But the end was able to justify the means. So please, ignore this nonsense going on, this news about Sim0N Ekpa and Biafra saying that we went about getting Biafra the wrong way. Hello, excuse me. Finland is speaking this way. Suddenly, a judge in Finland is speaking this way. When we even went to Finland to redeclare Biafra. We went to Finland. We took our passports, booked our flight, went to Finland to redeclare Biafra in Finland. And nobody stopped us there. The event went well. The owners of the buildings, they were there to observe. All protocols were being observed. Everything went well in Finland. But today, a judge in Finland is saying the way we went about it was the wrong way. Perhaps they expect us to follow their own school of thoughts, where they went to court with Russia or whatever during their own time to gain their independence. Fellow Biafrans, I want you to know that we must remain strong. What we wanted is Biafra. Biafra is not a one-man affair. We must maintain our position. We must maintain the goal. We must know that Biafra is the goal. It is not Sim0N Ekpa. It is not Nnamdi Kanu. It is not Wazurike. It is not Ojukwu. It is not Philippe Effiong. It's not even Dr. Ngozi Arabuzi. Biafra is the goal. It is not the individual. It's not even Njideka, the Mama Biafra, the wife, the first wife, the real wife of Ojukwu. May he so rest in peace. Njideka Ojukwu, the mother of Biafra. But this thing we are looking for, it is spiritual. And we shouldn't wait for Sim0N Ekpa to come out before we start pushing ahead to implement Biafra. The same way we did not wait for Nnamdi Kanu to be out. Nigeria thought by holding him, that was the end of Biafra. They were surprised how well Sim0N Ekpa was doing, and they got, they went gaga. Today, Finland is doing the same thing. A very tiny country, an inconsequential country, Finland. So please, going forward, our Deputy Prime Minister, I want to speak, perhaps it is time we pitch our tent in God's own country. Finland has let themselves down, not us. Yes, in the short-term goal, they now have the gas and oil with Nigerian stuff. Fine. Let them go and enjoy the blood money. Let them go and make their billions of dollars. But I will assure them that in the short term, yes, they may be doing some deals with the Biafran, resource. But soon and very soon, that door will be shut down. Those resources that they are about to enjoy now, what they call the agency of Finland, going to Nigeria to enjoy oil and gas deals and those nonsense. Soon and very soon, that deal, that contract will be cut down short. We shall cancel that contract, because when Biafra is implemented, no bagger, no country will have the right to come to our land and exploit our resources. So at this point, I just want us to go through the press statement of our Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, where she stated, and I quote, she said, Biafrans reject the ruling in Finland. As Finland acknowledges United States of Biafra USB independence, sentences PM Sim0N Ekpa to 6 years concurrently, 3 years in jail, of which 9 months have been served in detention. This ruling will be appealed. I repeat, this ruling will be appealed. Nigeria today stands exposed. Its state institutions have collapsed and can no longer deliver justice or protect democracy. It is now clear that Nigeria has lost the battle to silence the voices of Biafrans through illegal extradition. A 6-year sentence, concurrently 3 years, will be appealed, cannot extinguish the quest for self-determination. Instead, it proves that the United States of Biafra independence has shifted into the legal arena, where rights, justice, and the voices of the people cannot be muted. The recent verdict handed down by the Päijät-Häme District Court in Finland regarding His Excellency PM Sim0N Ekpa has far-reaching political and legal implications beyond the individual case. By declaring that the pursuit for Biafra's independence was carried out through illegal means. Oh my God, have mercy. Finland is saying this. I will take that sentence back. I will take it back. By declaring that the pursuit of Biafra's independence was carried out through illegal means, the Finnish judiciary system has made it clear, an undeniable distinction. The issue at hand was not Biafra's right to self-determination or independence, but rather the method allegedly employed. This is the critical point. If the very objective, the independence of Biafra, were unlawful under Finnish or international law, the court would have had no need to qualify its ruling with reference to illegal means. Instead, by focusing on the alleged conduct rather than the political goal, the legitimacy of Biafra declaration of independence as a political and democratic aspiration. Okay, she said Finland's justice system has implicitly recognized the legitimacy of Biafra's declaration of independence as a political and democratic aspiration. Finland, as a member of the European Union and a signatory of the United Nations Charter, has once again affirmed the core principle of international law. All peoples have the right to self-determination. The Biafran people who redeclared independence through a democratic process are no exceptions. We are no exceptions. Thus, this ruling can be seen not as a rejection of Biafra's independence movement, but as a direct acknowledgement that Biafra's right to independence is legitimate and lawful, provided that they pursue through peaceful and democratic means. Okay, provided it is pursued through peaceful and democratic means. The Biafran nation and its citizens around the world take note of this important distinction. The Finnish court has elevated Biafra's independence and sovereignty from the margins of international discourse into the realm of recognized political legitimacy. This ruling will be appealed. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Deputy Prime Minister, United States of Biafra. Fellow Biafrans, I took my time to read the documented statement by her Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And also, as you notice, she mentioned something about Finland being a member of the European Union and a signatory to the United States or United Nations Charter, where it says that for you to seek, in fact, it is your right to seek self-determination. It is a right. We followed all the process. We followed due process. It was Nigeria coming to disrupt what we were doing from the beginning. We followed all the due process, but Nigeria kept on sending in their military to do what they were doing to us. So the problem is not we the Biafrans. It's not the process we followed. We voted. I voted. 50 million Biafrans voted. 10 times the population of Finland. 50 million Biafrans voted for a referendum for Biafra to be redeclared. And we went to Finland, Latin Finland, where Biafra was redeclared last year, 29 November 2024. So I don't understand the judge stands by saying that the process that we used to redeclare Biafra was not the proper one. All I want to say is, we should understand that in most cases, you can always go and appeal this case because what they are saying here does not make sense. It does not carry weight. For the fact that Finland is part of EU, the legal team and the government of Biafra and the legal team of Sim0N Ekpa can go to the Court of Justice of the European Union. CJEU, Court of Justice of the European Union. I believe that's the name, CJEU. Go there and appeal this case. They will have to hear it and they will see the merit. How did the judge conclude that Sim0N Ekpa was a terrorist? What are the proofs? Because when we showed him the proof from Nigeria, how they were buying us, he said it was not in his own jurisdictions to take actions on the proof that Biafra sent him. So what he's saying is all the proof Sim0N Ekpa sent to the judge in the court case, all the killings happening in Biafra land, the judge said it was not under the jurisdiction of Finland to look at those proof. Then how come Nigeria and the Igbo politicians came all the way to Finland to give you evidence and you took it to judge Sim0N Ekpa? Because Nigeria was the only country calling Sim0N Ekpa a terrorist. So for the fact that the judge did what he did, that's a biased judgment. And I'm confident that the legal team of Sim0N Ekpa will do the needful. They must do the needful. This judgment must be appealed. But also, like I said, this quest for Biafra is not for one person. It's not about an individual. It's not about one man called Nnamdi Kanu or Sim0N Ekpa. It is not. We must understand that the goal is for us, our children, our children's children's children to be liberated. So for now, fellow Biafrans, even though I'm very, very busy, today is Monday, the 1st of September, I want you all to remain resolute, remain focused, double your effort, triple your effort, quadruple your effort towards the implementation of Biafra. Biafra has already been redeclared. The only task remaining is the implementation of Biafra. So please ignore all the naysayers. Suddenly the Nigerian media, they are back again now. They are now having a field day. They can now make some money off the name of Sim0N Ekpa. Breaking news, Sim0N Ekpa given 6 years. Breaking news, self-acclaimed prime minister given 6 years in jail. Breaking news, Finland jail Sim0N Ekpa. Breaking news, Sim0N Ekpa given 6 years in jail and may be deported back to Nigeria. Breaking news, breaking news. When I say sometimes I wish the best and the worst of Nigeria happens to those that say they believe in Nigeria. Now you understand why. Because the real terrorists out there, they say they are born again. The real terrorists killing and buying and stealing lands, they say they are born again. They have repented. Boko Haram, now they are born again. Yesterday, 200 were released as born again. The other time, 1,000 was released as born again. They are repented. And when they repent, they put them in your military. And they barred and warned the media of Nigeria. Never you call them terrorists. Call them bandits or farmers and headers clash. The coward zoo media will always keep to the loo of the caliphate. But today, they're out in the field now. They're having a good time. Celebrating the bad news or the fake news. I call it fake news because it would not hold. As the saying goes, he who laughs last, laughs best. But for me, I will never pity that zoo called Nigeria. May the worst happen to that zoo. I will show no pity, no empathy, no sympathy, because they deserve everything that the caliphate is doing to them. Because we told them they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. The enemy was coming. The cabal were coming. The headsmen was coming. Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS, they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. And now Mikano told you they are coming. Today, they have come. Now they live amongst you. And now the new ruling is for you to allow them to come and abode with you through Ruga ranches. When Buhari was speaking about Ruga, we thought Buhari was a madman, but today your so-called CDS, a man who was not given visa to Canada because he was seen as a terrorist, a country that APC and PDP were not given, were declared as terrorists in Canada. They are the one coming out telling you, say, yes, Sim0N Ekpa is a terrorist, and some of you are happy. You Nigerians that love Nigeria, may the best and worst of Nigeria happen to you guys. I rest my case. Fellow Biafrans, I'll take my time, to marinate in this news. But please, before I go, I don't want you guys to be heartbroken. Nothing will happen to Obatobi. Mandela had it rough. That man spent close to 21 years or so in prison. They broke him down mentally, physically, and psychologically. Mandela spent so many years in prison, and they broke a freedom fighter down mentally, psychologically, and physically. You will not see this in any book, but in his last days in jail, Mandela was suddenly becoming what they call a botanist. He was dealing with plants. He now loved the plants. He volunteered to be wetting or taking care of the plants in prison, the flowers in prison. That was when they knew that, yes, they have broken this man down. When they saw him fell in love with nature and not freedom fighting, they said, yes, we have broken this man down. Now come and give him the offer that he will never reject. Tell him we'll make him president, but he must keep the structure the way it is. While you all were celebrating, oh, Mandela, free Mandela, freedom has come, all those nonsense. You were happy that, yes, he was released and now he's president. No, is this same game is this same thing that Finland they are doing now? Not the same, not them. Not them. Not them now. Forget that thing. The real ones were not, the real freedom fighters, they were not happy with Mandela. The real freedom fighters in South Africa, they were not happy with Mandela. They saw him as a broken man, a conquered man, a coward. And I don't blame him though, but even his wife, Winnie Mandela, saw him as a coward, that my husband has changed. My husband has been broken. And his first assignment was they told him to divorce his wife, Winnie Mandela. And suddenly, the one that they called a terrorist, the whole world now loved him. Hey, Mandela, freedom, apartheid is over. Now they are one. The same psychology now. It's the same game. Not them. He was welcomed in Britain. There was a jamboree. That same man, Britain, tagged him a terrorist. Forget story, my people. Just rejoice. I keep saying it that our goal is Biafra. We are not here to worship man. Sim0N Ekpa told you that he is not here to be your friend. He has come to redeclare Biafra, to achieve Biafra. He is not here to be your friend. So please, my people, stay strong, stay resolute. Freedom is not far away. Our freedom, our liberation is not far away. They know what they are doing. Finland knows what they are doing. They want to give Nigeria the alley hook, like in basketball, they call it the alley hook. They want to use one stone to kill two birds. Finland don't rush without any evidence. They don't say Sim0N Ekpa is a terrorist. Yes. 6 years in jail. And now what we are hearing that zoo called Nigeria, they want to now use the case of Sim0N Ekpa to juxtapose it against Nnamdi Kanu. That's the game they play in Nigeria. You see, I keep telling you, Nigeria was designed the way it is by the white man for a reason. Not because they love you, not because they want to make you a nation. They have come to exploit, and they will exploit you thoroughly. So keep your eyes and observe. Finland want to help Nigeria to kill two birds with one stone. They hear now say Aso Rock, the Tinubu government, and all those idiots there. They want to now use the case of Sim0N Ekpa to juxtapose on Nnamdi Kanu. That's the game they play. They want to kill two birds with one stone. Fellow Biafrans, I'll leave it there. But this is just the beginning. If they think they will scare us away, Finland, you're wasting your time. Finland, you can do nothing to us. You are a very small country. You are an inconsequential country. Go on and hold Sim0N Ekpa. But you cannot hold Biafra on ransom. You can hold Sim0N Ekpa, but you cannot stop Biafra. We have no business with you. You have lost all the privileges that Sim0N Ekpa would have given to you. Because he assumed he was dealing with a real, highly reputable country. You have lost all your respect. Mr. Stop. Alex Stop. You have lost all your respect. You should bury your head in shame. You did this to your own so-called friend. Your friend in politics. Just because he wanted the oil and gas from Nigeria, knowing fully well the oil and gas belongs to the Biafrans. My God, have mercy. Biafrans out there, I keep on telling you, they are not your friend. They are only there with you as a transaction. In your workplace, wherever you see them, they are not your friend. They will laugh with you. They will call you brother. Hello, brother. Hello, sister. How you doing? It's fake. For them, it is transaction. They are looking at how to exploit you. For the women, they see you as a trophy. How do they get into your skirt? Sleep with you. And they move away. They don't even take care of you. They are not your friends. When they deal with us, it is a transactional relationship. What do you have on the table? That's what they want to understand. They don't care about any other thing. Today, Nigeria has lured Finland with oil and gas. And suddenly, the friend of Sim0N Ekpa, Alexander Stubb, he's the one that put Sim0N Ekpa in jail for 6 years. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. For the past 10 years, all their political campaigns, the rallies, you will see Sim0N Ekpa and Alexander Stubb the same place. Everywhere for 10 years straight. He assumed That was his friend. Unknown to him. They are not your friends. I'm speaking from experience. They are not your friend. They don't hate you. All they see you as is what? A transactional relationship. Not all of them, but most of them. They see you as a transactional relationship. They don't have that kind of heart that we have, Makobe Wane that we have, the love of your brother. They don't have that. For them, it is a transactional relationship. And now they have used Sim0N Ekpa as a bargain chip to get oil and gas in Nigeria. I rest my case. I'll be back for this topic. They will not silence my voice. They cannot bully me. They cannot cower me down. No. Let them come with all the charges. We are here. We are waiting for them. Come with the charges. A very small country like Finland. 6.4 million people as a country. In a very cold climate. A place not fit for human beings. Not even animals should be living in a cold country like that. But somehow, Sim0N Ekpa favored them. Sim0N Ekpa favored Finland. He even said that Biafra will be tailored to that of Finland. The government of Biafra, the policies, our approach will be tailored. A bespoke system, tailored, designed in the fabrics of Finland. That was how Sim0N Ekpa loved Finland, because he assumed his so-called best friend in politics. The same party, they are both in the same party. Sim0N Ekpa and Alexander Stubb, they are both in the same party. And when they are going for their campaign, they do it together. Close to 10 years. Hey! A trebutre, even you, Brutus. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. Biafra, rejoice. My job has started. My job has started. Sim0N Ekpa, we're freed. Just ignore that nonsense. But please, we are not doing this freedom thing for one man. We are looking at the goal he told us. All eyes on the rising sun. Freedom for us, our children, our family, our children's children, our unborn children, and their children's children. That's what we are fighting for. Not for individuals. Please get that clear. Thank you all. May God bless you. And may God bless Biafra. Thank you.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why